So I'm not going to sugarcoat anything because that's not what we do here. But I feel like you might be running away from some sort of problems. And the reason I say that is because of these two cards here. So the Emperor came out like this. So this is something that you could take ownership over and you could take power over, but because you're not, it is disempowering you. And Spirit is telling you that if you don't do something about this, if you don't start, and this is not a threat, obviously, it's just a sequence of events. If you don't do something about something here, it is going to turn into a tower moment where this non-solid foundation will come crumbling down no matter how hard you try to keep it up. So there's something here, you could be trying to keep up an old lifestyle, maybe overspending. A bee just came into, okay, a bee just came into my reading, and actually the healing card that I pulled for your reading is the Sweet Waters card. And the energy associated with this is actually, in Yoruba culture, they have a deity, I believe it's a deity, named Oshun, and she is related to bees. So a bee entered our reading. That's very funny that it would invite itself into here. So that has something to do with your reading here. There is an energy of needing to have more balance. So maybe you're not paying attention to this thing because it causes you a lot of pain and suffering, but Spirit is saying you don't have to fully pay attention to it in the way that you think you do. It doesn't have to be like an all or nothing thing. You just have to take small steps, make plans here to solve this issue. This could be a financial issue, but this could be you feeling like your outside reality does not match your inside reality. And so you take part in things that are like escapism, right? So maybe you watch a lot of shows instead of finding enjoyment in something and trying to invest in that further so that it can get you out of your current circumstance and into a reality that you do like, right? So again, not scolding you. This is showing me also that the outcome is going to be very good here. So good energy. It's just that you have to understand that you have full control over this. You have everything that you currently need to get out of this situation. It's just that you're looking beyond. You're not looking in the right direction, basically. Like you're trying to see. Okay, I think you heard that, probably. You're trying to speed away from it. You're going too fast. You could be going too fast at something. But I feel like more so this is an extreme energy that you're encompassing right now, and you shouldn't be doing that. Spirit wants you to slow down and look at this situation from a more balanced approach. Any more advice, Spirit? Maybe something a little more practical right now. Okay, what are you being called to create? Yes, okay, we have a little baby here in a womb. And this one, she's pregnant. You are currently pregnant with something, and you need to create the proper circumstance in order to birth this child, birth this creation, because you don't want to have to deal with the chaos and your new creation at the same time. I mean, you can, but Spirit doesn't want it to be born into chaos. Spirit wants your project, whatever it is that you're working on here, to be born into an area where you have created success. And they're setting you up for that. They're setting you up for success currently. So how are you setting up my collective here for success? I see someone extending an olive branch to you, or extending an offer to you, but you have to take that first step into trusting that Spirit has offers for you to begin with. So instead of just giving up, which I am totally understanding of right now, things are, energetically at least, feeling very chaotic. Step into the chaos, right? You've been made for this. You've experienced so much chaos in the past, and peace is trying to come in for you. But before you can fully experience the peace, you have to close out the chapter of chaos. And maybe you are, like we were talking about, you are trying to resist that closing out of that chapter. So you could be holding on, 555 on the clock actually. You could be holding on to that past chapter, not believing that this new chapter is trying to come in for you, that it's here to stay. Beautiful. Any other advice here, Spirit? I love this reading. This is beautiful. There's something here trying to come in for you, but it definitely requires you to shift your energy to create the right circumstances for it. In any case, it will come in for you because you are currently calling it in. Use your voice, expansion, freedom, the siren. So you're being called to be loud, just like that motorcycle that passed us a moment ago. You're being called to be very loud about how you express yourself, who you are. You have been put in this unique circumstance that you are in right now, because I'm feeling you are in a very unique circumstance. Take advantage of every moment that you can, and try to make it as good as you can, while still enjoying the moment and loving the moment. Because you could be experiencing a lot of escapism, like we were saying earlier. So let me just check out what this card here means. Okay, so I'm going to read out what it says in here because it's actually really beautiful. And I feel like it correlates to this baby here. I would have never expected. So it says, often, while we're growing up, we experience hurt, losses, and endings that we fail to address. Those memories stagnate within us, and it becomes harder to dance and sing. However, every moment of your life is an opportunity to change, to thrive, and grow. Every moment is an opportunity to express yourself, to find your natural, unique way to dance and sing. Which makes sense. And this makes me think of 3 graces. Now, I don't know exactly all about the 3 graces, so maybe you know something about them and this has significance to you. But this feels like you might be working through some sort of trauma here, some sort of really deep trauma around family, around home, that is allowing you to finally, when you get to the other side of it, express who you truly are without having to hold back your authenticity. And this is the exact thing that will bring in this new life for you and close out this past chapter of pain, of stagnation, of frustration, that you can't step into your power or receive things. That's done. So, let's see. So we got the message of balance and reflecting on your ability to express yourself freely as yourself. To not worry about judgment here too much. It says, passion, wild love, open your heart, let love in. Mother of the salt waters. So it's telling you to let people love you, because you could be very closed off to people right now. Maybe you're not trying to be seen. Maybe you could be experiencing somewhat of like a forced hermit mode for yourself. Like you've been there for too long. Spirit's telling me that you need to get out there. You need to get out there and go experience that success that is yours, that's waiting for you. Because it is. It's waiting for you, and if you don't go out yourself, Spirit's gonna make you. They're like, don't make us, because you might not like it. Okay, well, that was your reading. It looks like good things are happening for you, and keep going.